Yeah! Yeah! Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What? Yeah! Y'all ready to play some football? Just let's go! If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to...
What's going on, people? LP2000, I'm back at you with another video, and today, per request of Kenton Edenfield, wanted to give just a little video tour of the Monster Island Man Cave. Basically, like it's a video slash update and slash a video tour of the Monster Island Man Cave, of everything I have in my collection here. So, per request of Kenton Edenfield, I hope you're happy. Sorry, it took me a long time to get this out to you. But we're finally here. And in assistance, I have my beautiful daughters, Olivia, Haley, and Jasmine here to help me out. Go ahead and show them. Say hello.
Hi.
With more enthusiasm, please.
Hi.
So we're just gonna go around the room and I'll just show you what I have, you know. And obviously, this room has gone through a lot of changes. I mean, you probably see me in my videos where either you see me on this table right here, you know, doing videos, or you might see me over here, you know, whatever. But it's gone through a lot of changes. I replaced the carpet, I've rearranged some things, but you know, it's come on really nicely. And plus, I added some posters. So let's just start with that part, that side of the room. And of course, you have all my X Plus boxes, at least a good chunk of them, you know, boxes that I have, figures I bought. I don't like to trash them, whatever. I mean, there are other figure boxes that I don't need. They don't have the figure arts on it. Excuse me, the artwork on the box on it. So I threw those away a long time ago. But mostly I just keep these, you know, just for presentation purposes, stuff like that. And of course, let's go to the first poster. It's actually my wife's poster. Come on closer. Come on closer. Can you see it? Okay. This is my wife's poster of her favorite Godzilla film of all time. Of course, talking about GMK, my favorite film of the Millennium series. Of course, you can see this back here. This is Godzilla's King Ghidorah movie poster, my favorite film of the Heisei period. Also back here, if you can, try and get close back here. Godzilla 1985. Not exactly in my top 10 of Godzilla films, but I love the poster. You know, I just love the poster so much, so that's why I had to have it. And let's see if I can get over here. Right here. Can you get it? Got this as a Christmas present from my family of Godzilla vs. Hedorah movie poster. Really nice. And of course up here, Godzilla vs. Megalon movie poster. I got that for, once again, it's like Godzilla 1985. It's not in my top 10 of favorite Godzilla films, but this is my first ever Godzilla film I ever saw. So without this film, I wouldn't become a Godzilla fan. So I owe a lot to this film. So that's why I wanted a poster representation of this movie. You know, I mean, it all started from here. Everything that you see in the room all starts from this movie right here. And I'm glad I had the poster. So let's just move back here and let's start with some figures. And I'll try to run them down not randomly, but I'll try to run them down as, you know, whatever. So just go over here. Of course, the 25 centimeter X Plus Legion. I love this figure. You know, it's one of the best figures X Plus had ever made last year in 2016. Of course, let's go right here. Gamera, 1996, 30 centimeter from X Plus. It's the RMC. It's made of resin. Love this guy. It goes great with Legion. Now, Gamera is kind of too big in comparison to Legion, because Gamera wasn't this big in comparison to Legion, but I think they look great together, you know. And also here, the big boy here, the Gigantic Series reissue of the Gigantic GMK with the darker paint scheme and the blue dorsal plates, translucent dorsal plates, and this little base right here with the little sub that has the missile. Basically, telling what happened at the end. So if you saw it at the end with GMK, you know, it's a nice presentation. And this actually, I call this my Kaneko shelf, because all these monsters came from Shusuke Kaneko films, you know, Gamera vs. Legion, and of course GMK. So let's go right here to the second shelf, all X Plus. Majority of my figures are X Plus or Mark Sang-Yang pieces or model kits, but mostly X Plus, you know what I mean? So let's go right here. All X Plus, we have the Kiryu from Tokyo SOS, Godzilla from Tokyo SOS, 30 centimeter, all 30 centimeter, and this Kiryu is from Godzilla X Mechagodzilla 2002. This is the Wonderfest Rick Boy edition of Kiryu that came out in 2015, I believe. Of course, this is the drill hand that comes with this version of Kiryu. So let's put it over here, and it fell down. Ain't that something? That's crap. All right, now Olivia, get down here, and of course, all 30 centimeter. Of course, the 30 centimeter Godzilla 1989, the 30 centimeter Godzilla 1984. And this is a resin piece Godzilla 1989 that goes with this base right here. You could put this Godzilla on top of this base, you know, and it basically shows Godzilla come out of the volcano from Godzilla's Biollante. As a matter of fact, I'm going to review that in the next couple of weeks. But I use this base to help this guy. I'll talk about that when I get to him. But this Godzilla is where that base is from. So Godzilla 1989, Godzilla 1984, 30 centimeter Godzilla 1989 from X Plus. And come down here, matter of fact, let me see, I got it. And right down here you have two 30 centimeter Godzilla pieces from X Plus, the 30 centimeter Godzilla 1968, and Gigan 1972 Rick Boy edition with the light up visor. I don't feel like getting the battery pack right now, but it's the visor that lights up, you know. And of course, you know, they look great together. So here you go, Haley. And if you notice a theme right here, I try to have all my monsters like in movie setups, because that's how I like to collect my pieces. I like to collect my pieces and have them with other monsters from the same movie to try to create setups, you know what I mean? So, so let's go to a setup right here. Of course, King Kong versus Godzilla. This is the X Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 1962. And this is a custom-made King Kong from 1967's King Kong Escapes. My favorite King Kong film. And of course, I know y'all gonna say, it's not the King Kong from King Kong versus Godzilla. I don't care. Because this is my favorite version of King Kong. So I wanted to put this with this Godzilla, and they scale well together. Even though it's not the same Kong, okay, I know. But we've had a lot of, even though this is like the figure of the year, arguably the figure of the year from X Plus of last year, the only problem I've seen people talk about is the fact that it kind of leans a little bit. See, look, like he leans and kind of like makes him a little bit shorter. But if you could put a little base on top of his foot right here and make him stand a little bit taller, it actually works. So that's why I put this base under this Godzilla versus having the 89. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, they both look great, but I prefer having this base underneath this Godzilla. You know, so this is the table where I do most of my reviews. I kind of bounce back and forth between here and there. And this is actually a blanket that my wife got for me. And it's the 2014 Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah. But it's a blanket, but I use it also as a tablecloth, you know, as more of a presentation for my reviews. So I hope, you know, I love it as a blanket, but I love it better as a presentation piece. But I thank her so much and love her so much for getting it for me. So thank you, babe. Appreciate it. So that's it. This part of the room. So let's go right here to this top shelf right here. Of course, Haley, go ahead.
Oh, you talking about menu?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's menu.
Right. This is the X Plus 30 centimeter Mania. And of course, this is his father, Godzilla 1967, a custom-made piece from Mark Sang-Yang. 25 centimeter, all Kamacuras 25 centimeter. From X Plus, you know, to create the Son of Godzilla setup. Kamanga is here, but you'll see him in a few seconds. The 30 centimeter GMK from X Plus. The 30 centimeter Gigan from Final Wars from X Plus. The 30 centimeter Godzilla 2004 from Final Wars from X Plus. And right here is a Goro kit of Kaiser Ghidorah. Basically the same Goro kit that X Plus is using to make their version of Kaiser Ghidorah sometime this year. If you're on the fence about getting it, please get off that fence and please pre-order it when the time comes and you'll be in hog heaven. I know he's not the most popular version of King Ghidorah out there, but he's worth the investment. Trust me on that. He's really, really worth the investment. And as you can see, he looks great with his Final Wars brethren here, so to speak. All right, let's go down here to Godzilla vs. Biollante setup right here with, this is actually the Rip Boy set of Biollante and a 25 centimeter Godzilla 89. And it came as a Rip Boy set, I believe, in 2014. Or, yeah, no, was it 15 or 14? No, it was 15. It came out in 2015. And it's a Rip Boy set where Biollante lights up here in her center right here. And Godzilla's dorsal plate lights up back here. Just need like those big battery packs the size of remote controls. And this is actually Rick Boy piece that came with the 3rd centimeter Godzilla 1989. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. But we got 2 89s, one downstairs and one you just saw here upstairs. But this piece, both 89s, one 89 was a Diamond reissue. The other 89 was a Rick Boy piece, and this was a Rick Boy piece that came with 89. It's basically a miniature version of the Rose form of Biollante. Hopefully X Plus can make a full version of this figure at some point. All right, so let's go to this shelf right here. And yes, I know my expertise and my passion is more so Godzilla, but I do dabble in Pacific Rim type stuff. So this is all 18-inch Jaegers from NECA. From Pacific Rim, you have Striker Eureka, Gypsy Danger, and Cherno Alpha. And of course, I have a Godzilla figure, the 30 centimeter Godzilla 1962 from X Plus Rick Boy edition that has light up fins. Oh my God, such a great piece. It really is a great piece. If you're a fan of the 62, this really is a great piece. Some will argue that it supersedes or at least overshadows the gigantic 62. Yeah, which I mean, it's your interpretation. It's subjective. I prefer the 62, the gigantic one, but don't sell this one short. I mean, this is just my opinion, folks. But like I said, I know there's some folks out there that prefer the 30 centimeter or the gigantic. They're both great pieces, but over here in the Mouse Man Cave, this is the best 62. So, and of course, if you can, Haley, get down. This is all my movies down here. This is all my Blu-rays, as a matter of fact. I got DVDs here of all the movies, but this is where I keep my Blu-ray collection. It's kind of bad because whenever I want to watch a good Godzilla film on Blu-ray, I have to run upstairs and get it and then go back downstairs. That's another story. So, here we are right here. More X Plus figures. Shocker there. The X Plus USA Mothra, 1964. 2 X Plus Yuji Sakai 3rd centimeter pieces. The Sakai Godzilla 1992 and the Sakai GMK. Really awesome. This poster is a poster by John Ruffin. Love that dude. As you can see, he is taking the gigantic series Burner Godzilla from X Plus and the 25 centimeter Destroyer. Both figures you will see in a couple seconds, as well as I think this is a Bandai Crab Destroyers, and he made a great poster with this. I got this from him. Really awesome. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate it. And of course, 2 Godzilla 2014s from X Plus. This is the standard version, and this is the Rick Boy version that came out as a separate release. So, very nice. It's alright, you can show that. And, of course, this is Shin Godzilla, the newest figure that came out this year in January. The 25 centimeter Shin Godzilla. And it's very nice. And I put, like I said, the way I coordinate my room is I try to put things together that make sense to me. And since these are basically newer versions of Godzilla, and Shin Godzilla was made in response to the 2014 Godzilla, I want to put these together. You know what I mean? So, so now I'm gonna grab the camera, and Haley, you can go in the corner, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Now, what do we have here?
Right here?
Yeah. No, right there.
This?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get right there, cause you're getting the light right there. What's the yellow thing?
That?
Yes. No. That's gold.
This?
Yes.
I don't know. Batra?
Batra, the 3rd centimeter Batra. And of course, what's that one?
Godzilla.
1991, Yuji Sakai from X Plus. Both X Plus, Batra, and Godzilla 1991. I mean, of course, the King Ghidorah's X Plus too. This is King Ghidorah, 1964, X Plus USA. Of course, what's in the corner right there?
Godzilla and Space Godzilla.
Both X Plus, and that's the 92 Godzilla, the original 92 Godzilla. Not to be confused with the Sakai. So, back up out of there, please. Thank you. And as a matter of fact, I just, let's go up there. Okay, what's up there?
King Ghidorah and GMK and Baragon.
There you go. So, the X Plus USA, not X Plus USA, but this is a Monster Maker 28 kit of GMK King Ghidorah. Once again, X Plus is making this a figure. So, I think they came up for pre-orders last week, so you might want to get on the ball and try and get your hands on one. It's really nice. Of course, it scales better with the Sakai GMK versus the gigantic, but in this house where we love GMK, religiously, any version of GMK, in my opinion, will look great with this King Ghidorah from GMK, even though it may be out of scale. So of course, that's the original gigantic GMK That is a way Baragon kit, you know, from the Showa. Hopefully we'll get a GMK Baragon at some point from Max Plus, but time will tell. I'm thinking because they did just announce this, you know, for Max Plus, the GMK King Ghidorah, that's only a matter of time before we do get like a GMK Mothra or GMK Baragon. So, okay, so let's go to the next shelf. What's that in the corner?
King Caesar.
King Caesar, X Plus 25cm King Caesar. That's actually a NECA 1984 Godzilla. That is a Marmot kit of Angus 1972. What's that right there? Baragon. That's Baragon for the 25cm set. Baragon and the mini Varan. I don't have the Varan, I just have the Baragon. And of course, what's on this shelf right here?
Gamera.
All Gameras. All 30cm Gameras from X Plus, the 99, the 95, as well as the 67. And right here.
A Godzilla and a Godzilla head.
Head and what? Starts with an A.
Angus.
There you go. Godzilla 1954, 30cm from S Plus. That's a custom-made Godzilla 1975 bust / head from Mark Sang-yang. And a 30cm Anguirus 1968. And I got this down here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a Marmot Desugoji, a large Marmot Desugoji I got from G-Fest last year. My first and only Marmot. I don't really care too much for the Marmots. You know, I mean, they're cool for what they are, but they're not really my cup of tea. But this one really spoke to me. So that's why I had to end up getting it. You know, I maybe do a review on it at some point, but if not, then I just won't. But it's a nice piece to have. And down here is my Gamera villain shelf. Hopefully the light can just get... Oh, I can get the light here. Here we go. There we go. We had the 25cm Gauss. Thank you, Haley. The 25cm Gauss. 30cm Giron from Rocket Pro / S Plus. Both 25cm versions from S Plus of Virus and Zegra. And right down here, I have my Godzilla Megalon setup down here. Let's try to move the speaker down here. This right here in the middle is a 30cm Billiken Jet Jaguar. The 25cm from X Plus, all X Plus, mind you, of Megalon, Gigan, Godzilla 73, and Jet Jaguar. Yes, my first ever Godzilla film. Right here in full effect from X Plus. I should, in a way, I should put them up in a more prominent position, but I rearrange my stuff every now and then, like once a month, just try to get a different feel for the place. So, but I may do that at some point. Okay, up here is, sorry about the glare here, two other custom-made Mark Sang-yang pieces. To the left is Godzilla 1972. To the right is a Godzilla 1984. Right here is my Monster Zero setup. And of course, this is the 25cm in the middle, 25cm King Ghidorah 1968 from X Plus. The 1964 25cm Rodan. And this is a Billiken kit of Godzilla 1965, but I had it made and painted like it's a 1966, because in a way I prefer the 66 Godzilla over the 65, but they still look good together in my opinion. Right next to it, the X Plus Gigantic Series Ultraman C-Type, my first and only Ultraman figure in my collection. I've been wanting to add an Ultraman piece to my collection for a while now, and but I mean, I'm a fan of the show, but I'm not like a super fan where I'm going to go after all the pieces and the monsters. But this one I had to get. It's the biggest, and I think it's one of the best Ultraman figures out there from S Plus. The Gigantic Series Ultraman C-Type, you know, from the Ultraman TV show. And of course, this is the my Godzilla Destroyer setup with the 25cm Destroyer and the gigantic Burning Godzilla, and a custom-made Godzilla Jr. from Mark Sang-yang. And this picture I got from G-Fest, my first G-Fest 2 years ago, from David Epdopko, thank you very much, you know, which depicts his collection, his X Plus collection, depicting the final battle in Destroy All Monsters with a little added realism with clouds and Mount Fuji in the background. Really awesome. So this is my Godzilla vs. Destroyer setup right here. Even though Destroyer is not in scale with Godzilla, but you know, I like it. It's good for what it is. I don't like the 25cm Burning Godzilla. Maybe the upcoming 30cm version will be a better, you know, partner for this Destroyer, even though it might be the same size, which is not screen accurate. But you know what? I don't care. Just a 25cm Burning Godzilla X Plus just ain't my cup of tea. So, all right. Let's go down to the next shelf. Mecha Godzilla from X Plus, 74, 30 centimeter. Monster Maker 28, Godzilla 1974. Hopefully X Plus will make a figure out of this at some point. And a Biollante kit of Mecha Godzilla 1975. Down here, we have a 30 centimeter Varan, 30 centimeter Gorosaurus, both from X Plus. And a Biollante kit of Mechanic Kong from King Kong Escapes. Don't laugh about the batteries that I put on top of his belt or his belly. You know, just some ghetto ingenuity here. And of course, speaking of Kumonga, I talked about Kumonga earlier. This is the 25 centimeter Kumonga. I should have put it with the rest of the Son of Godzilla setup I have up here on the top of the shelves. But, you know, since he is a large, spacious monster, so I want to have him just have like a little space all to himself. So, all right, Jasmine, you want to help now? You want to help?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you can, what's that down there? Right there.
My other child.
Okay.
My child.
The brown one is the 25 centimeter Mothra that came with a Mothra Amanda set.
Yeah, but its name is Lyra.
There you go. And both 30 centimeter X Plus figures of Godzilla 1964 and Rodan 1964. I'm going to try and wrap things up here because we get down to the nitty gritty here. And this right here is actually my 1966 setup here. You know what I mean? Just 1966. And I'll explain. Of course, all these are X Plus except for maybe one. Right down here at the bottom, it's Gamera and Baragon. X Plus 25 centimeter from my favorite Gamera film of all time, Gamera vs. Baragon.
I know that one.
Which one is that?
I know that one.
What's his name?
Is it Sandra?
Sander. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Sander. Sander and Gyra from War of the Gargantuars. My second favorite kaiju film of all time, 30 centimeter from X Plus. Love those figures. Also from 1966, Godzilla vs. Sea Monster. Of course, you have 25 centimeter Godzilla 1966. Ripboard edition with the little mini Mothra here. This is a Falchion kit of Ebera, which kind of scales better with this Godzilla versus the S Plus version. Nothing against the S Plus version, but this Ebera scales better. And of course, this is the 1961 25 centimeter Mothra. And it's not the same Mothra that appeared in Godzilla vs. Sea Monster, but it's a close substitute, so that's why I have it here. Now, I know. Now, before we go to this, which is my favorite Godzilla film right here, let's go right here in the back right here, which is the gigantic series Godzilla 2000 or Yuji Sakai 1989 X Plus. Right here is a Tokyo Mirai Godzilla 1989. Right here in the back right here, both X Plus figures of Godzilla vs. Hedra, the 30 centimeter Hedra from X Plus, and a 25 centimeter Godzilla 1971. Now, let's go to my most favorite setup in the room for my favorite film in the franchise, Mothra vs. Godzilla. Of course, I'm talking about 25 centimeter X Plus Mothra's 1964. Okay. These are two Mothra, 30 centimeters from Mothra 1961, which of course Jasmine names them what?
That's David, and that one's Lily.
Which one's David? Which one's Lily?
David's this one, and that one's Lily.
So David is the brown one, and Lily is the other brown one.
No, there's three of them. The one down there with the red eyes is Lyra. This one's David. That one's Lily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe. And of course, this is an M1 Godzilla 1964 50 centimeters model kit. 50 centimeters of awesome. Hopefully, X Plus can make this a gigantic at some point. Yes. This is my most favorite figure in my entire collection. This guy right here, with the setup right here. And I like with the gigantic series Godzilla 2000 in the background with his orange fins or whatever. He should be more prominently placed. That way I can see him more. But, you know, it's just good problems to have all these monsters together. And of course, let's go right here. This is a custom made, custom painted, I should say, gigantic series Burner Godzilla. I have repainted as the Rebirth version from X Plus. Of course, this is the new figure that got everybody going crazy recently. This is the mega figure of King Kong from Kong Skull Island that's been sold only at Walmart. And I put these two together since I love having a recent version of Kong fighting a recent version of Godzilla. Unlike what's going on this side of the room right here. All right, so let's go down here. Could we get down to the nitty gritty here? This is my Terra Mechagodzilla setup here with the 30 centimeter Ripboard edition of Mechagodzilla 1975 from Max Plus, a Billiken kit of Godzilla 1975 for 30 centimeter Titanosaurus from Max Plus. And down here, just random stuff. I have a Wave kit of Gigan. 1972, I had painted like the nighttime version. That was like the X Plus Wonderfest Gigan that had a nighttime paint scheme a few years ago. 30 centimeter Godzilla 1968, another one. Yes, I got two of them. This is a Gabber kit that I got courtesy of Steve Sarajoli and David Dopko. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, we know S Plus is making one. It's 25 centimeter version, but like I mentioned before, in other outlets, S Plus will have to do a considerable good job to top this one. That's why I'm not really getting Gabber from S Plus, because I think I got the definitive version right here. Just my opinion, folks. Just my opinion. Right now here, I have the 30 centimeter of both Godzilla 1955 and Anguirus 1955. Great, 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 great pieces. And down here, I have Mechagodzilla 1993 Sakuta kit, which I think S Plus is using it as a scope when they eventually will release Mechagodzilla 1993, hopefully. And right down here is a Billiken kit of Godzilla 1992. And I put these two together since, you know, it kind of does look like the setup of the movie. Since this version of Godzilla is not technically the same one that fought Mechagodzilla 1993, it still was a good substitute. And of course, right here, two large size versions, courtesy of Morrison Yang of Godzilla 1991. I love Godzilla 1991. It's my favorite version of the Heisei Godzilla. So I had to have two of these. And I think that's it. Oh shoot, I forgot to talk about this. Baragon Billiken kit, a Godzilla 1968 Billiken kit, and of course that's Amanda from X Plus. So yeah, it's just random stuff right here. So pretty much that's it with the entire room. You know, that's it with the entire room. It's a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to slow down anytime soon, but it's just nice to have all this stuff, you know what I mean? So yes, Kenton, I hope you enjoyed this virtual tour of my room. Oh, one last thing, a couple of last things. This poster here of Godzilla vs. Gigan, my second favorite Godzilla film of all time, sorry about the glare. So yeah, I had to have this poster here in my room. Let's see. Right here are two other posters made by, John Ruffin, using X Plus figures and other figures to recreate scenes or whatever. This is a poster recreation of like Godzilla's Revenge with the 25 centimeter Godzilla 1968 Ripboard edition with Godzilla and Minya to recreate the Godzilla's Revenge poster. And this is a GMK recreation still using the 30 centimeter GMK from S Plus, courtesy of John Ruffin. So that's pretty much it with the room. That's it. You know, I'm really proud for everything that I have. And what's up, babe? What? Say hey and bye to all my subscribers.
Oh, bye, subscribers.
Thank you. Thanks for your help, babe. Thank you. But yes, that's pretty much it with everything. That's all that I have in my collection, and I mean, I probably don't have as much as a lot of folks have, but I'm proud of what I have, and that's what it really is all about. It doesn't matter if you have 5 figures or 500 figures or 5 million figures. It doesn't matter how much you have. It's just the passion that you have to collect these things, you know, and this has really been fun. I really had a good time. Thanks to my daughters for helping me out with everything, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the Monster Island Man Cave, you know. Maybe I'll do another one in like maybe 2 years, because last time I did a video tour or review of my collection update, it was like 2 years ago. So maybe in 2 years, you know, I'll come back and we'll revisit this again, and I'm sure it'll look a whole lot different than what it does now, because this collection was a whole lot different now than it did 2 years ago, you know, because S Plus is coming out with some great pieces this year. And I'm sure they're not going to slow down in the midst of this kaiju boom that we're going through with Kong Skull Island, the success of Shin Godzilla recently, you know, Godzilla 2, the eventual showdown of Kong versus Godzilla, not to mention what we may be getting from Toho as far as other Godzilla films this year. You know, this is a great time. You know, it's a great time to be a Godzilla fan, and I'm so proud of everything I accomplished, collecting-wise, and all the friends I've made over the years. I'm glad that my wife has gotten into it. It's been really been a fun time. So that's pretty much it. I'm starting to ramble here, and I know y'all got better things to do than just hear me ramble. But that's pretty much it with the virtual tour of the Monster Island Man Cave. And just be on the lookout of reviews that's coming. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the review of the Resin 89 piece right here, along with the base right here. I got that as a Christmas gift from my wife. In addition, I'm going to be doing a review of this guy right here. Can't wait. And I still got to finish up my Gamma review. Like I did like my Gamma 1995 review last year and Gamma 1996. But I have not done a Gamma 1999 review. So be on the lookout for that one as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all again on this figure and move review. Alright? Y'all take it easy. Stop right there. Yes, there's a little bit more video left. So yeah, there's one thing that I forgot to mention during the tour. Probably one of the most important pieces in my collection. This guy, the S Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 1954. And it was downstairs. I forgot to bring it upstairs at the time of the tour. And of course, you know, I had to bring it up here because this is where it all started from. This is where all this stuff came from. It started from this movie. So of course I had to bring it up here in this little side edition for the video. And so yeah, one of my most important pieces, the S Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 1954 Yu Sakai edition. Because it's a very important piece in my collection. And speaking of being very important, thank you to all my subscribers and viewers. Thank you, Kenton, for requesting this video, and I want to put it out there again. If any of my subscribers or viewers have any topics or any questions that you want to get at me, please do so in the comment section. Or like I said, if you have any more video topics that you want me to discuss or anything like that, I'll be more than willing to do so. And I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And we'll wrap this video up. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see y'all again on this figure and move review. Alright? Now we can roll the credits.